Hey VC, it's Kat. Gonna show a few vinyl finds that I've made this weekend, along with a stack of 45s. Some of the 45s I'm gonna show, I've shown in prior videos, but I'm just gonna show everything I have. I don't have a lot. I just got into getting singles, so and then a few odds and ends. So let's start with the odds and ends. Got a reference book here, the Encyclopedia of New Wave, and this has everything in it from Grace Jones to Lena Lovitch to Adam Ant to Billy Idol to the Smiths, just Go-Go's, and everything you could possibly think of that would be new wave, 80s basically. To show you a few things here. Good reference book. If you're into the 80s type music, then this might be something you might want to look for. The next thing I got here is David Bowie. This is a little book, and the book comes with a guide, a picture disc. It's got an interview and a picture disc in it. That's the disc. And then the book itself is a complete guide to the music of David Bowie. And this will tell the man who saved the world, and then it will give a description of each song. And then it goes through his music by album and then describes each one of the songs on that album. Let's pull something up here we both know. How about, and then it also has a few pictures in it, which I'll show you here in just a second. Here's some Diamond Dogs. That's one that way everybody knows. And then it gives a description of the songs that are on that album. And then there's pictures that go along with this book throughout the years of David Bowie's recordings. I think this goes up to his 80s stuff. I think the last thing that's in here is, let's see, it's got his side projects too. Tin Machine, it's got Tin Machine in here, and some other side projects he's done. It's a good book. Soundtracks that he was on. Pretty cool. Videos, listings. It's a cool book. Now, onto the vinyl. A stack of 45s. I'm going to kind of flip through them a little quick, so, and like I said, I'm sorry I have shown some of these before, but just wanted to share everything I had all at once. So, first thing I got is Bananarama, Cruel Summer. It's on London label. Next thing I have here is the Blackfoot Gypsies. It's on Fat Elvis Records, and I will link for them. They're not very well known at this point, but they should be, because they're amazing. They kind of sound like Blackfoot, or the Black Crowes, or Bob Dylan. They kind of have it's a red vinyl, as you see. Red, they kind of have a folky rock kind of sound. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez. But I will link them at the bottom. Check them out, please. Check them out. Bread. Make It With You, and Why Do You Keep Me Waiting. Lindsey Buckingham, Trouble. It's on Salem. This has got trouble. That's probably the song everyone knows. This is Christy Berg, and Lady in Red is the song that most people know, and it happens to be one of my favorite songs. Calypso, it's got Dance de Limbo. Next I have Duran Duran, happens to be one of my favorite 80 bands. It's got From Wild Boys is the song, Capitol label. On the other side is Cracks in the Pavement, which is a really good song that most people haven't heard. Foreigner, I Need You, and Cold as Ice, Atlantic label. Falco, Vienna Calling, and Tango in the Night, A&M Records. And then I have several Heart records, 45 singles. This one's on Portrait. It's got Barracuda on one side and Cry to Me on the other. Next is Epic, Strange Euphoria on one side and Tell It Like It Is on the other. And this one is actually given to me by Scott Waters. Thank you, Scott. VCLT. The next is Portrait label, Minstrel Wind on one side, and Dog and the Butterfly, obviously Hard Again. And then some 80s Heart, These Dreams, Capitol label, and Shell Shock. Next I have a really cool one. It's on Columbia Hall of Fame label, red and black label, and it's Janis Joplin, Cosmic Blues on one side and Piece of My Heart on the other. I love that song. That's a great song. You know, Faith Hill redid that song, but Janis Joplin's version is the best. Next I have Cyndi Lauper, I'll Kiss You, and Time After Time. It too is on Portrait. La Bamba by Los Lobos. On the Buddha label I have Melanie, Records in the Rain, or I'm sorry, Candles in the Rain, and Lay Down. I love the label. It's really cool. Tie-dye. So pretty. Capitol, Poison, Want Some, Need Some, and Talk Dirty to Me. Another picture sleeve here. Prince and the Revolution. One side is Purple Rain and the other side is that song God, and this is on purple vinyl. Sheriff, Crazy Without You, and When I'm With You. Oh, sorry. Reprise label, Nancy Sinatra, These Boots Were Made for Walking, and The City Never Sleeps at Night. Got Butterfingers. This one is Jim Stafford, Spiders and Snakes. I used to make my mom play this for me when I was a kid. We used to go to this restaurant that had like personal jukeboxes at the table, And I'd make my mom play that for me all the time, which is why I have it. This I showed before. It's Striper Honestly on one side and the sing-along song on the other. Again, Butterfingers. Sorry. Survivor, Burning Heart, and Feels Like Love. This is Sweet, Fox on the Run, and Burn on the Flame. Wham! It's on Columbia label. I'm Your Man, and Do It Right, the instrumental. And then the last one I have here is Jackie Gleason, Songs for Lovers Rhapsody, and I mainly bought this for the cover, for the picture sleeve. I'm actually going to frame this. There's the back. It's Jackie Gleason. And it has 2 songs on each side, which are it's really cool. But yeah, I love the cover. So then I have a small stack of LPs, and then good. John Clemmer is the first thing I got here. This was a random pick, and it's jazz. It's tenor saxophone. He plays the tenor saxophone. It's really good. I really like it, and it's something I'll be listening to more of. So yeah, that was a good find. John Clemmer. There's the back. If you don't know who he is, you might want to look him up, because he's really good. And I think this was 1975. So yeah, this is Farron Testimony, and this is her 3rd album. And again, this was a random pick, and I looked her up and did some research on her, and she's actually a British Columbia or a Canadian artist, and she kind of sounds like Bonnie Raitt or the Indigo Girls, I guess. I could hear both. And she seems to be really popular in Canada, so Farron. This I bought strictly for the cover of this. It's Hugo Winterhalter. The Eyes of Love. I love that cover. I think it's so pretty. It's easy listening. Some 80s for ya. Miami Sound Machine. This has The Words Get in the Way on it. One of my favorite songs by them. Epic label. Nat King Cole sings My Fair Lady. I love Nat King Cole. This was a gift from my boyfriend. Sleeve has some pictures of other records associated with the label. Then I got Sugarland Vocal Band. The Monkees, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and June. And then a soundtrack, More Dirty Dancing. Great movie. Of course, most girls like this movie, but I love to dance, so I really like this movie. Music and dancing, what could be better? RCA label. And then the last thing I got here is, I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, so I found this Wonder Woman. It's the Amazons of Space and Wonder Woman versus the War God. children's record on Peter Pan label, but like I said, I'm a Wonder Woman fan, so you know I had to have it beat up, but I don't care. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and you got anything to say, please leave it at the bottom. Be happy to comment back. Pass it on. See you soon.